For many athletes, their sports journey starts at a young age, participating in youth sports. And for those looking to get to the next level, the right coach and their parents' participation can play a very important role. Leath is a local legend, a Sac State Men's Basketball Hall of Famer, and he now runs the Soldiers basketball program. And he's joining us to shed some more light on the ins and outs of youth sports. Good morning, Lo. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you. Let's talk about how youth sports have been affected by the pandemic.
It was affected tremendously. It just stopped. It just came to a stop. These kids were stuck in the house for school, no exercise, no youth sports, kind of weigh a toll on the kids.
And when we talk about sports, it's a great way for them to obviously get out and learn some life skills. Talk about the benefits for the kids who do participate. And when should parents start thinking about getting them involved?
Well, the benefits to it, it teaches the kids teamwork, discipline, how to compete overall in life. The best way for a parent to get involved is, with all this social media and all these websites, they can look us up. SoldierBasketball.com for our main Soldier page, SacramentoSoldiers.org for our Sacramento chapter. So all our information are on these websites.
And you run the program that you mentioned. It's an AAU basketball program. Talk about your mission. Obviously, your kids are competing in sports basketball in this case, but you've had a lot of success. And how have you gotten there?
Well, we started in 1990, and we go from 8U to 17U. The main chapter, the main hub is Oakland, California. For the past 11 years, we had a 100% Division I scholarship rate. For our top team to go on and go to college on scholarship. Our main mission is to kind of use basketball as a tool to encourage academic excellence, and just get exposures to these colleges for these young men.
Can you name drop any of the people who've come out of your program and really found success?
I came out of the program. We had a guy named LeBron James that came out of the program. Coming from Akron, Ohio, he would come and stay in Oakland for the summertime, stay with my uncle, Mark Olivier, and he used the Soldier program as a platform to kind of be who you guys see today. We had other guys, Aaron Gordon, Stanley Johnson, Leon Poe, a lot of guys that went on and played in the NBA, 33 NBA players to be exact.
So for parents who may be listening, maybe their kids have big dreams of taking it to the professional level or, like you said, getting a Division I scholarship through sports. Talk about the role that the coaches play. How important is that role in a child's development, especially as they grow into these young adults?
Coaches play a major role. It takes a village to raise a kid, so they're pretty much like an uncle, a mentor, a big brother, or whatnot. And you have to trust these men with your babies, so they play a major role. It's like dropping them off at school. That teacher spends a lot of time with your kid, probably more than you do. So we just try to do our part and just try to be there.
Now, do you encourage parent participation? Do you think it's a good idea for parents to get involved, maybe even coach their own kids?
Yes and no. Some kids need it. Some kids don't. I myself, I'm the kind of dad that I put my dad hat on and I just kind of sit off on the sideline. But whenever they need help, I'm first in line. So I do kind of encourage that part.
And we mentioned that, you're a Sac State product. You had a lot of success there. Can you talk about some of the lessons that you learned personally through youth sports that now you're handing down to these kids in your program?
Maybe it was just major discipline and working with others for a common goal. So the teamwork aspect, and I learned how to compete. You get knocked down, you get back up, and that's how it transitions to life.
So talk about the best way for kids and families to get involved with your organization or competitive sports in general. Where do you recommend that they start?
They can start looking at our website, SacramentoSoldiers.org for the Sacramento chapter, SoldierBasketball.com for the overall aspect of the Soldier program. The Sacramento chapter actually hold tryouts this Sunday. You can register online at SacramentoSoldiers.org/events. This is for 8U all the way to 14U. So this Sunday, October 24th.
Lo, any final advice or tips you can offer parents who are trying to figure out what program is going to be the best fit for their kid that wants to participate in sports?
I'll say longevity. Find a program that's been around for quite some time, because if they've been around for so long, they must be doing something right. and do your research. Do your research when it comes to trainers, coaches, everything. You have to trust these individuals with your kids. So that's my advice.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you want to learn more about this program, you can visit sacramentosoldiers.org.